What's up, guys? We're back. The CBR600RR build continues. Last time the bike was outside, we went through a damage assessment. We walked around the bike just to see what kind of damage we're looking at. So now the bike is in the garage. I don't know if you can see here. It's a little bit messy in here, but we'll try to do what we can. So today we're going to be stripping the bike, taking all the plastics off and trying to see if there's any more damage that's potentially hiding underneath the plastics. And like I said, also trying to get the bike to switch on, because currently the gauge cluster doesn't switch on. There's no power going into the bike. So those are the objectives of today. Awesome, guys. So the bike has been stripped, so all the plastics are sitting right over there. Now we can get a better look at the bike, see if there's any hidden damages. So far there's no crack to the subframe, the frame, so that's a good thing. The only thing that we've identified is that this subframe is a bit bent. So if I come over to the back here and try to get a better view, so you'll see it's a little bit slanted that way. So since it's not cracked anywhere here where it joins to the main frame, we're gonna try and straighten it out. If that doesn't work, then we'll have to get a new one. Also notice that it needs some cleaning also, so we're gonna get to that and try and make it nice and shiny like it was. And then if we come over here, so we notice the radiator cap is also missing. So I hope there's coolant in the system, but we're gonna fill it up with just some distilled water before we start it up, so we don't end up messing anything up. In the front here, so we noticed the wiring harness is a bit chipped off here. Some of the wires have cut. I guess this was in the collision, so I'm gonna have to join these because they lead to the speedo. So For this to work, I suspect some of these wires will need to be repaired. And then I also noticed that we're missing a connector. So this is the connector that goes into the front headlight. There are two connectors, left and right. So we've got one of them, and I think this is the wire that leads to the other side, and you can see here the connector is snapped. So it's supposed to have a connector that looks like this. And then in the front, usually with bikes, there's something called a tip over sensor. Usually sits in the front here where the headlight is, and what it does is that if the bike tips over, it'll cut fuel, so the bike switches off, and that's just to protect the bike so that it doesn't keep running while it's on its side and fuel and oil goes to the wrong places. So I noticed here that ours has been cut off, so we currently don't have that. So the bike won't start without the sensor. The plan is to bridge these wires, I believe the green and the red wire, to connect them. This will bypass the sensor, so we won't need one, but we do plan on getting one so that in the event that bike falls, we don't mess anything up. It does what it's supposed to do from factory. So we're gonna try and get one of those, but just to start the bike, we'll just bypass that so we can hear this lovely machine start up. The biggest thing right now that's stopping us from switching on the bike, so we tried switching on the bike here, but nothing is working. So there's no power that's going to the electronics. So what we discovered is that here on the positive terminal, there's supposed to be a main fuse. So the main fuse is basically controlling the power that we're getting and connecting with the starter here. So this wire here, it goes into the starter. So if there's no main fuse here, the bike won't switch on, and the bike definitely won't start. So we need to get one of those just so we can switch on the bike. And then there's some other wires here. I believe these go to the tail light at the back, so we've disconnected that. Also found something tucked away in the engine here. So this is a immobilizer, and this is the speaker for it. So it's an anti-theft thing, so guys can't steal it. So basically this is the bike. It's stripped. Luckily there's no frame damage. It's got some scuffs here, but we'll try and paint over that and get it looking as good as new. Everything else seems proper. So yeah, we're gonna first try and get this part so we can at least switch on the bike, and then once that's on, then we'll be able to see if our gauge cluster works and basically the mileage that we have, because we currently don't know what the mileage is of the bike. So that'll help us, and then we'll see other information about the bike. But we need that unit, the main fuse here, so we can switch on the bike. Awesome. So there's not much we can do today. I'm gonna try look for this main fuse later on in the evening, and hopefully I'll find someone who's selling one, so we don't need to go to the dealership and all that. So let's resume tomorrow and see how far we can get. Hopefully by the end of this episode we'll get power to the bike, and it'll be a bonus if we get to start the bike. So stay tuned. Catch you guys tomorrow. Awesome guys, so today's the next day. We luckily managed to get this part that we needed. So I'll show you here, like I said yesterday, where this is supposed to go. So this is, like I said, your main fuse. We currently don't have power to the bike because we don't have this unit, but it basically goes in here. So we're going to take this old one, get it here, and then this is going to go to our starter, and hopefully once we plug this in, we're going to have power that's going to the bike, and the speedo will finally switch on, and fingers crossed, when we see the mileage, it's something that is not too shocking. Low mileage is what we're hoping for. So yeah guys, we're gonna hook this up and see what happens. Awesome guys, so we just put this in. We're gonna try and turn the key and hopefully we'll get power to the bike. So let's see what we get. God damn it. Alright guys, so we tried switching on the bike. There was no power to the gauge cluster still. So we figured maybe the battery might be low. So what we did is we hooked up to the car. So we've got jumper cables going from there, coming to the battery here. And hopefully we're getting enough power from the battery to now switch on the gauge cluster. So let's give it another try and hopefully it switches on this time. Here we go, let's give it a try again. Cross your fingers. Oh! We've got power! Yeah, we've got power. Did I hear the fuel pump prime?
Yeah, definitely.
Try that again. Yeah, we've got the fuel pump working. So what we did off camera is that there were some wires that were snipped. So we bridged them, just a temporary thing. So we've got this one and that one that was cut. We joined those ones. And then these other wires here that I showed you guys that were cut, so we joined them also. We're gonna fix these properly. We just wanted to check. And then what we also did is we bypassed the tip over sensor, and that's why we're getting a fuel prime. I'm so excited guys. So next step here is to try and see if the bike starts. Bike is in neutral. Should we give it a try? Okay, I think we need to engage the clutch to start the bike. So give it a try, man. Let's hit that. Hit it. Whoa! The bike is alive! The bike is alive! We've got a running bike. Everything looks dodgy as hell. Got the bike hooked up to the car here. So let me take these off. Alright, so we've got that out. Take that one out as well. Take them out from the car. And we've got the bike running. We don't have enough coolant in the bike, so we shouldn't let it run for long. So just hear the sounds amazing guys. The bike is alive. It's running. We got it to run. Oh man, so happy. Awesome guys. I think let's end it here for this video. Like I promised, we're gonna try to get the gauge cluster to switch on and hopefully start the bike. We managed to do both. If you like that, give the video a thumbs up. Please like, share, comment, subscribe, do all the good stuff. Turn the bell icon on, and part 3 will be doing more stuff to the bike. Hopefully we'll do a service on it, put coolant in the bike and let it run for longer. But yeah guys, I'll check you in the next episode of this awesome CBR600RR build. Peace out.